Welcome back to the channel, guys. My name is Fifth. Today we're going to be reviewing a Grandmaster 1 Psylocke game, but this isn't a highlight reel. This game starts 0 on 2 and it could have snowballed fast. Instead of switching or blaming the comp, I adjust my playstyle mid-match. This is less about mechanics and more about discipline, positioning, and not countering yourself. Let's run it. Always make sure you warm up before you start playing competitive, even mid-match. Anyways, we are open up here on defense. So I noticed they're Moon Knights, so I'm going to play this off angle here. So right now I'm just trying to make them burn some cooldowns, get a little bit of tension value, but here's the mistake right here. I'm a little too deep without a clean exit. Once I get pulled, I'm dead. Alright, so we're back. So here I'm just cleaning up utility, breaking the Ankh, clearing up these Groot walls, just trying to slow their push down. And just like that, they invest 3 ults. At that point, the fight's completely theirs. That's a pure economy loss too. So Jeff is gonna ult here, and I just popped my Cloak and Dagger ability. That's why I really didn't panic here. Playing into our Cloak and Dagger right here is the right move, and I'm gonna get a pick on this Groot because he's playing too far ahead. And here's where the mistake come in. Right here we are dying, we're down numbers, and we're kind of falling back. So I should have not have been here anymore, but I'm still here and I'm gonna get killed for that. And I'm gonna let this part kind of soak in. You see I'm 3-3, you see I'm constantly looking at the scoreboard. I'm kind of trying to analyze, what I'm doing here. Most people probably think they're countered at this point, but I know I'm countering myself. But instead of switching, I'm gonna just change my playstyle. Now my target priority permanently becomes their backline because I'm just going to completely disrupt them, disrupt the floor of their game the entire rest of this match. They push forward here, which is the correct thing to do when you're pushing from behind. Collapse space and regroup with your team. Elsa ults, our Cloak responds, and that collapse pushes them straight into my angle. At this point, it's an ult trade, so I ult to stabilize, not to chase kills. And now we're reset. This is what taking an unnecessary damage look like in real time. So I'm playing completely in the open right now. I get healed, I reset, take a different angle. This angle is way better, less exposure. Now I'm gonna see the Moon Knight look at me and I still don't disengage. Now I'm at 20 HP, that's ego. Now I'm just forcing resources. This is completely avoidable. And when it comes to my target priority, sometimes you just shoot the target that's easiest for you to shoot at that set moment. I'm gonna notice this Abyss playing in the back by herself, so I'm gonna get an isolated pick. But the Atom does ult here, but watch how I play this. Now I got a high ground angle, I'm gonna completely play my life a lot more safer. I take some damage, I fall back, I'm gonna go for a health pack. First gotta get that Ankh though. And there we go for the health pack. But one thing worth notice, I am taking a lot of damage, but I still haven't died. And now we reset again. So right now I'm playing the high ground here, using my third camera perspective to kind of, follow up an angle. Elsa walks in my view, so I get a clean poke on her. I'm not forcing, I'm just kind of testing space. The moment she trades back, I disengage and get reset with my team. This looks like a good ult opportunity here, but this is why tracking cooldowns matter. The positioning was good, the timing wasn't. Strong ult, wrong window. And because I don't overcommit after it fails, I live. Now the fight's gonna completely slow down here, but we never lose control of it. This is what a ranked fight actually looks like. When both teams need to win a fight, it becomes a resource war. Now watch how fast the tempo shifts. Once that ult is committed, everyone's gonna commit. And sometimes your best value is just staying alive through the chaos. And that's gonna conclude our defensive side. And just because we're on attack doesn't mean I don't warm up still. So defense was patient, now offense is gonna be tempo. On offense, I'm still playing cover, same discipline, different angle. I'm not diving yet, I'm just testing pressure. I do swing on the backline to get a little bit more poke damage because I noticed they were getting pushed back, but the moment I get engaged, I'm disengaged. So Deadpool is going to start it off. I'm going to capitalize on that because he's creating a valuable distraction.
No shield on LeBron James.
Now the momentum shift, and this is where offense becomes dangerous. This is ego. I didn't need to be there. I had 2 escape tools. I didn't need a 4th kill. Defense showed patience, offense showed pressure, but discipline still matters in both, or you're just gonna die. So this is gonna be pure chaos, multiple ults, no clear winner. So my only priority becomes staying alive. I'm not really sure what's going on, so I'm gonna adapt to the situation as I see it going on. Notice I don't run back to my team, I run to a health pack. I don't assume I'm getting healed, I guarantee it. I wasn't even sure that Invis ulted there. Like I said, it's a lot of chaos going on, so I'm just kind of reacting in real time. Now this is important. This is the moment that most players ult, but I don't. If I ult here, we trade. If I wait, I decide. And that's Psylocke. I'm so used to just playing the game in my own POV that I'm always going for health packs naturally. And because I waited to ult, now they're going to be staggered. Now the ult wins the fight. And we get a live look at me anticipating my death. I expected to die there, so I just kind of held and timed my ability. Offense isn't always speed, sometimes it's just restraint. Pressure without discipline is feeding. Discipline with pressure wins fights and controls how the game ends. So overall, this wasn't a carry game. It didn't start clean. 3 early deaths, forcing angles, playing too fast, and at that point, most players think they're countered. But a lot of the time, you're just countering yourself. The turning point here wasn't mechanics, it was discipline. Once I stopped trying to win every fight and started trying to survive every fight, the game slowed down. Defense was patience, offense was tempo, but the constant factor was restraint. I didn't need to dominate the lobby, I just need to stop feeding myself into bad positionings. Sometimes your best value isn't a kill, it's staying alive long enough to decide to fight. If you like this style of VOD review, real time, no slow mo breakdowns, let me know. Appreciate everybody supporting the content. I'll see you guys in the next one. Enjoy your day.